Seriously? Is this a joke?
Vacuum blade! Supernova!
I don't even know the word defeat.
Vacuum blade!
Gravitas field! These ones can retreat around us. Searing tempest!
Rising
Whirlwind! Flare tornado! Too much to handle?
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and bubbling to me.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Dazzling spin! Take it!
Vacuum
Tiger
blade!
blade!
There!
Searing flame! Reload! Falling storm!
Severing wind! Devastation! Not a chance!
Searing flame!
Devastation!
Lightning
You're
orb!
mine!
Magic is out! In here!
Severing
Do it!
wind!
I'll be safe!
Devastation!
Tiger blade!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Out of my way! Storm! Piercing! Lightning
Severing wind! Devastation! Vacuum blade! Time to cross blade! Devastation!
Piercing roar!
Eat dirt!
Thunder field!
Devastation!
Healing storm! Where that came from? Need to pull myself together. Water! Hear my call! Magic will bring you down. I owe you one. Air thrust confiscated!
I can carve through water.
Hear my call! Fled!
Stop!
Laser spear! Here's evil!
Severing wind!
Time to
Devastation!
You're all
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Start up!
This one's mine!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
There!
Now we're not.
There! Severing wind! Devastation! There! Wind! Devastation!
That'll bring you down.
Eat dirt!
In here! Searing
Devastation!
flame! Stockpile! Here, let me help. Not on my watch! First aid!
Now you see what I can do.
Do it! Surrender! Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Hi, Hoodle!
Wind!
Freezing storm! Tornado!
Burn up.
Air thrust!
It's
I'm
on!
the true gunslinger right here! Will this help? Vaguely dark!
Wind! Vacuum blade!
The earth throbs in pain.
This one's mine! Great fires report!
Try harder! Vacuum blade!
Dance in the wind! Piercing roar! Please now! My judgment! Falling storm! Stockpile! Dazzling spin! Light after energy! More where that came from!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare to Malisa!
Here's a healing arm!
Demon Pet! Double deep!
Nothing. Anything in armor is all mine.
One more! Lightning arm! Radiant light! Radiant cascade! This is it! Magic is there! Going in sleep now! Radiant pierce! More for this!
Vacuum blade!
I never miss!
We're not finished!
Shield and
Vacuum blade!
back into the ground! Radiation!
Vacuum blade!
Sonic dreams!
There!
Raging cascade! Falling storm! Spread!
We can really make weapons with this?
I won't forgive you! Dance in the wind!
Severing wind!
Air thrust!
Devastation!
Ice tornado! On guard! There!
So much for talking it out.
Now you'll learn!
This.
None shall escape my judgment! Time to shine!
Vacuum
This
blade!
one's mine!
Damn it!
Red!
We did it! My turn!
Piercing roar!
Severing wind! Devastation!
Where are you going? Do it! Magic in the
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on...
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Devastation!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Severing wind! Stardust!
Reload! More for the stockpile! Flaming meteor! Reload! Aircraft spin! Magic is
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Water!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
You picked the wrong fight!
Healing sleep now!
Severing wind!
I'll be
Devastation!
saving this one! None shall escape my judgment!
Severing
Crossblade!
wind! Devastation!
I never miss! Glacial confiscated! Freezing storm! Lightning
Rising
raging
Wyvern!
cascade!
Tear!
Tornado! Falling storm!
Do it!
Annihilation!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Thunder field! Dance in the wind! Here! Out of battle! Magic is
Wind! Devastation!
Here's a healer!
There!
Time to go!
Vacuum blades!
Falling storm!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We managed to pull through.
I'll do my best.
Arc field!
No further!
Piercing roar!
There!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Vacuum blades!
In here, it's like trying to keep up with a wolf! Let them mark one
Burn in hell! Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Now!
Tiger blade!
Vacuum blade!
Healing storm!
Vacuum blade!
Far enough!
There!
Need to pull myself together. Tornado!
There!
This! Falling storm! I never miss! Now!
There! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Dance in the
Now!
wind!
Devastation!
Air thrust!
Raven
Who
Sun!
wants to die next?
There!
Here! I'm on a
Vacuum
roll!
blade! There!
Sleep now. More for the...
Let's refrain from losing.
I won't forgive you!
Devastation!
Go get it!
Smash you!
Sleep now. Look sharp! They really don't give up, do they?
Vacuum blade! There! Vacuum blade! Vacuum blade!
Thousand gales, carry you to shreds! Here I go! Help this!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! My turn!
Firmament ready!
Take this!
Reload! Freezing storm!
I'm ready! Vacuum blade!
Fire blade! Raging cascade!
Something
Now!
bad! Vacuum blade! Strike! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Spectra! Dance in the wind!
Devastation!
Air thrust! Photon flux! Magic is there! Now! Fire instant! More for the stockpile!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Gotta break through! I see one! Hey!
Darkness! Radiant down! Will this help?
Aw,
Dance in the healing field! Here!
I will show you any mercy!
Sacred darkness!
In a bind?
Searing
Rising Wyvern!
I'll take you
The
all
enemy
on!
wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Flare the Malicer!
Here it goes! Here you go!
Vacuum blade!
Flame! Renew!
Severing well! Ignite!
Darkness!
Far enough!
Devastation!
Ice tornado!
Fire support!
Vivid strike!
My shield!
Element render!
Make it rain!
Vacuum blade! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Spectra!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's...
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the...
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds, but neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dahnan. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dahnan's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you...
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dahnan from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too, if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dahnan or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion. Your desire to free and protect. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power
We
when...
can talk later. Here it comes!
What? I've never known Faria to control doodles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the doodles. Then... some answers.
I never miss!
Devastation!
Air thrust!
Armor won't save you! Look sharp!
Photon blast!
Eat dirt!
Reload!
Devastation!
Searing flame! Reload on my watch!
Far enough!
Glacier Fear! Here's evil! Desperate spin! Laser!
Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
In a bind, it's pinned down.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Tough field!
Devastation!
I'm gone! Water! Hear my call!
Piercing roar!
Spread!
Glacier Fear!
Here's evil!
Soaring wind!
Here goes!
Devastation!
Water! Hear my
Burn it
call!
out!
More for the stockpile!
Devastation!
One extra energy! Piercing! I never miss! Where would that came from? May a thousand gales not in your dreams! Searing flame!
Smash you!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
None shall escape my
Soaring wind!
falling roar!
Devastation!
Field! Tiger blade! More
Take
for the
this!
stockpile! Hit!
Burn!
War with that came from!
Devastation!
One more! Tiger blade!
Devastation! Here comes the big one!
Field! Healing circle! I'll be saving this one!
Going in!
Searing flame! Reload! Nail shot!
Wind!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Devastation!
Radiant blood! Photon blast! Here! Tiger blade!
Severing wind!
Here! Reload! More for the stockpile!
I could do without this pain!
This one's clear! Here's evil! Great now!
Coming
Stop
through!
its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
May a thousand gales carry it in! Gusty nail!
Devastation!
Annihilation!
We've got him on the run!
Don't get caught!
Right. Still anyone's fight. Devastation!
Searing flame! Reload! Searing flame! Reload! Field up! Where are you going? It's weakened!
This ends now!
Devastation!
The flame inside me!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Now it's just her!
Faria! Can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Darling!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohaleen. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagin, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dahna's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dahnan.
But the will of Dahnan is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dahnan's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dahnan's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
That vision we saw, it was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dahnan might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dahna's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.